The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tiger Technician Hour with your host, Basil Chapman. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Now, Basil Chapman.
Good morning, everyone. Basil Chapman on this Friday, the 6th of December. The market seems to have appreciated what's going on in the economic report. It's kind of a mixed report. I think the market sees it more as a positive bias at this particular point. We're looking at the Dow up 43 at 44,809. I should just mention that for subscribers, you got sent my email you got sent my opening call newsletter via the email. And had a little problem with the server, I guess. And but in the meantime, we were able to do the show, and that's good. But we had prepared yesterday for any contingencies today. Took really nice gains in some of our positions, just little bits off keeping the core position. Just don't want to mess with that at all. Got in at good prices, and I don't want to mess with that. But money management said, regardless of what economic news there would be today, we needed to take something off. So that's important. Most significant here is that the Dow is struggling a little bit. It's up 44,810. I'm still expecting it somehow or other to make that leg D, the missing leg D at 45,073. Just for those of you maybe who aren't just fully aware of how I analyze and how I look at the market, I try to identify the lowest low bar. And then after that, I count each successively higher peak. I alphabetize them. Peak A is the first. If it doesn't take out the left side low, it goes to a leg B, peak B. So that's the second, and it goes on C, D. Can even go E, F, and G. But most important, the significance of this is basically we're grading the strength of whatever you're following. Why does that not show? Let me go. There it is. So here it is. So you can see, identify the lowest low bar, count each successively peak, alphabetize them sequentially on the way up, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. There's never an H, but it's that fourth highest peak B, peak D. That is where you have to reassess, and really decide whether there's strength to continue or whether that could be a pullback, could be the sharpest pullback. We've often seen that. In this case, we went to a C at 45,073 in the Dow. I'm anticipating, because we went from a buy signal upgraded to a buy mode with all the technicals strong, that there should be at least 4 higher peaks, peak D. We'll see. The market doesn't hear me. It's just this is the methodology, and it usually works. So what are we looking at? We're looking at the Dow needs to get to 45,073, I think, 0.83, just 1 penny higher than that peak, and it starts leg D. Stays as a leg D. It's a floating ladder until it makes a peak with a lower high. Okay, with that said, look how nice this is. S&P right now trading up 21.86 at 6,096. This is now an all-time high at 6,099.95. Above yesterday's high, just steady moves to the upside. Leg E in the weekly chart, leg F in the monthly chart, and this is going to be fascinating because the QQQ, 1, 2, 3, which involves a lot of the SMHs, the semiconductors, it's making an all-time high right here at 525.30, up 3.49. Very good action. Leg D in the daily. So far, I'm calling it a leg D in the weekly and a leg D in the monthly. Let's go to the IWM. The IWM is the one that's lagging. We are still long the IWM, along the Dow. We took profits in our short-term trade 3 times long. It just took us out, but that's okay. We thought that could happen, but we took profits and then got stopped out. So all in all, it was a very nice gain. We're looking at the IWM Russell 2000 239.18, up $1.10. Now, what's really important about this particular phase here is you've taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the 8th session after the all-time high of 244.98, which was, in fact, just 52 pennies away from the all-time high of 2021, November, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And that's fascinating how markets can come all the way back and then retest to the penny, sometimes the previous highs. I've made a note of all the stocks that have been doing it lately. I don't want to go into that right now. It's Technical Friday. I want to go through the technical. So this is a pattern that I talk about very often. It's called the dreaded H. Now, why do I call it the dreaded H? Because the price goes to a high and then it pulls back. And then it rallies and then it fails at a peak A or a B underneath the previous high. And it turns into this pattern, which looks like a lowercase h. If it takes out the left side low, it can go quite a bit low. It can even go 1-to-1 to the downside. That's exactly what this did. Went all the way to the black 14-period moving average. But the green 9-period moving average is still very strongly above the 14. That is a positive, even though the MACD is down. Relative strength is a little weaker than it was before. Stochastic's under 80%, which is what I really like for a buy mode in place. But on balance, volumes pull back. But that 9 is my major indicator. It's the indicator of last resort. It's the one that keeps you in the trade longest and gets you out when appropriate. Now, what's really important is, at this stage, I would like everything in sync. The market doesn't know that I'd like everything in sync. But at this stage, what we do have is that the Russell 2000, the small caps, were fading for ages, while the Dow, the S&P, and the Qs and the SMHs were all going to new highs. However, what's really important about this is that within the context of the technicals in the monthly chart, look, the 9 is over the 14. The MACD is good. This is the MACD right here. Oh, let me just check. I changed pointers so that I've got this big pointer the other day, and I'm not sure if, how it's doing. Yes. I haven't got the Tiger TV to see. But anyway, it should be a big fat pointer that you can see. I did want to change the color, but I think it's still white. Meantime, back at the ranch, the on-balance volume was a little bit overbought. It's really good now. It's stochastic at 89%. That's fabulous. So I have no qualms at all in saying that the, why is it behind there? What happened? Oh, this is the 120-minute chart. I wanted to do that together with the others that I was doing before, just to show you something that I think is quite fascinating. I'm going to put it right here. So this is the 120-minute chart of the IWM, the Russell 2000. See how it's making lower lows and lower highs? See this channel that it's in? See this red 9-period exponential moving average? Here's the Fibonacci sequence. It's getting to quite important support right now. The MACD is weak. There's a 120-minute chart. Stochastic is went all the way down to the just touched the single digits, but now it's at 11%. So it's really important that by the end of the day, or by, I'd say, Monday or Tuesday, you want to see this getting back to at least test this resistance level at 241. If it can break above that, that's going to be important. That the reason why I say that, because it gives endurance, it gives sustaining support to the general market. And I'll just do this for the moment, because look, the XLF, I have the same relationship of the S&P 500 to the Russell 2000. It's playing catch up. Well, the XLF is the bank, the financials. Oops, I haven't finished that. And look at the KRE. KRE to the financials are down 10 cents, and the KRE down 30 cents. That relationship as well is very important. The regional banks to the money centers. I'll be right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den, hosted at Discord. TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Hi, folks. So I want to show you the same thing. So the relationship was S&P 500 to the IWM. There was a catch-up, big catch-up phase. And now IWM is not quite participating as well as it should. The day's young. We'll see what happens. This could be quite an exciting day because there was a lot of nervousness going into today's economic reports. So that relationship was also the relationship that I had with the S&P financials. One of the reasons why we stayed with Bank of America for so long in this particular up phase is because you start to see the regional banks, the KRE, well, Bank of America is the second largest bank in the XLF, and we've been along there for some time. But the KRE, the regional banks, they were lagging, and I want to see the regional banks doing well. It's really important. That's the same relationship. You want to see the small caps finally doing well. You don't want to see everything go to the large caps. So that's starting to happen. Now, the other thing that's really important is that Bitcoin had this big spike to the upside. We're still long our Bitcoin. We did take a little bit off yesterday, right at the high. But we want to keep this for a little while longer because everything so far is looking good. Look, there was this scary candle. Now, I call it a long-legged doji candle with the open and close at the bottom. It's really like a butterfly, but you can give it evening star. There are a whole bunch of titles that you can give to it. To me, the most important thing is within 2 sessions, if the price that you're following can go to just touch the halfway mark, that's 102,590 of the actual wick, and then hold there. I usually say for 60 minutes. In this case, I'd make it even shorter. I'd say 40 minutes. That would say that within a very quick, that's within another bar, or the same bar, you could retest that particular high. And that would be the high of yesterday's high of 105,325. But if it starts to fail and it closes underneath the candle's low, in this case, the candle's low of yesterday, which was 98,610. That's a bit of a problem because then it makes the halfway mark a big, strong resistance level. So far, this is a very good action to see. It's only up 5, but the fact, well, now it's down 75. But the fact that it even got back to getting into that candle after gapping down overnight is really important. He has a 120-minute chart. See, big spike to the upside, pulls back, doesn't take out the left side low. Instead, it's trying to walk its way. Now, if that pink 9-period moving average in the 120-minute chart can push positive, that's going to be a really big deal. So I want you to do this for the other charts. I forgot because there were some other things going on this morning. So look, here's the Dow 120-minute chart. So far, I'm calling this a peak F in the 120. 9-period moving almost flipped to pink, but it's holding very nicely. And so far, the Dow's up 60 at 44,826. If you go to the IWM, I did that. You see this down channel right here. It's still struggling. It's only up 67. So these are very important markers that I've noted. If you go to, where was it? I want you to go to, yes, the KRE. The KRE went to a peak F, that big spike to peak D at 70.25 on the daily chart. It's been pulling back very much like the IWM. So the two weak links, the IWM and the KRE, they need to show support by, I'd say at the latest, by Tuesday of this coming week to show that they're back in the game. Because right now, they're lagging. I don't want to see them lag much more because that would signify that if you put it together with the SMH, I don't know if I've done, yes, SMH, which is a semiconductor index, which had a really nice rally from this technical indicator that I use. I use this as an inside track propellant zone. 2 mini trend lines, a little mini channel where you can identify the upper wick lows or the wick highs. And if the price comes back in, if it's being a propellant, it should continue being a propellant. If it's a repellent, well, it'll continue being a repellent. So this is a very important moment because within the technical aspect, look, the 9 is over the 14 in the semiconductors. The MACD's turned up again. The stochastics back at 84%. That's really nice. If it fails at any point and starts to go down, you've got to be careful. But right now it's holding well. On balance, volume is lagging. But the price is holding pretty well. And if you look at the 120-minute chart, it got to a resistance point. I have it with a chance of getting to the a lot dependent on where it was a little later today, but 253.57 would be my target for early next week if today the semiconductors close positive and not negative. That's really important. Okay, within that, we want to look at, yes, so I did that. The TLT, I don't know if I've done it in 120. I haven't done it, so I'll just do this here. I'll say that the TLT, which is the bond, so this is a brand new, this is A, B, C. So it's in leg C in the 120-minute chart. That's still a positive. Says that next week it should try for higher prices. And look what happened. We discussed this the other day. And I said, in the big picture, there's no reason why you can't expect that that bonds will not get back to the almost 0%. Remember the Japanization of our bond yields, which we finally went to almost zero. It doesn't have to do that again. What we might have to accept is that yields are going to be stuck in more of a higher range. And kind of, they've done that for now. So that's important. So the technical aspect because it's Technical Friday, that I was looking at was if in the weekly chart, this lowercase h, which successfully held the left side low, which formed the second arch, which is this pattern right here, if I can get to it. Oops, wrong chart. There, huh? If I can get to it, this lowercase h, if it has an arch rally and it doesn't take out the left side low, it could have a second arch rally and go from a lowercase h to a lowercase m. Well, lo and behold, that's exactly what we're seeing there. Lowercase h to lowercase m. Well, it says that in January, if at any point the TLT, that's the 20-year Lehman Treasury Bond Fund, can close 2 out of 3 months, that goes all the way into the first 3 months of January of 2025 above 103.30. That's going to say yields are going to remain in the lower range. That's going to be important. If in fact it comes back to test the left side low that was made just recently of 89.42. That's going to be a big problem. All right, now where are we? So I had a question. Have I done everything that I wanted? So far, yes. So the question came in, could I look at, yes, what was it? Oopsie, where did it go? Oh, did I write it down or not? Oh, the SRE. So Zip wants to look at SRE. Okay, SRE, leg C in the Sempra Energy Electrification and Decarb Network. Monthly chart went to a leg C, all-time high in the 95s, 95.77 back in November. That was, I called it a peak F, pulled back quite sharply. It went to a peak C. Every once in a while, I've come across stocks, I don't know, thousands of stocks that I look at, maybe hundreds, let's put it that way. But most recently, dozens and dozens that I've looked at that all went to at least a D before they pulled back sharply. This one went to a C at an all-time high, 95.77. I'll talk about it when we return.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people. They think it's too volatile and risky. Most people aren't going to take the time to educate themselves on how to do it right. But you're not most people, are you? At TFNN, you'll get the guidance you need to refine your strategies and techniques to invest like a pro. Because you'll be a pro. All TFNN subscriptions, books, software, and courses are available at TFNN.com. And I'm even going to tell you how to get them for less. Use TFNN's Tiger Dollars and you'll get up to a 20% bonus on your purchase. And once you apply them to your account, Tiger Dollars are automatically used for all future or recurring charges. Tiger Dollars also never expire, are fully transferable, and are a great way to add savings to your newsletters or services. Become the investor you were born to be at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
This portion of the Tiger Technicians Hour is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
I just wanted to send this to a subscriber who did not get the email that was sent until the so that's it _ okay, got it. And now at yahoo.com, I'll also put my name here. So let me just do that. I just wanted to do this because there wasn't anything ready to do. What I said is if the Dow, if the S&P 3 times short gets to a certain level, we want to buy it. Otherwise, we won't do anything. We want to stay in our positions just as, okay, I'm sending it off right now. Close that out. Good. So I feel better about that. Okay, Angelo, you should be getting that. Okay, very good. Now, hopefully you're also listening to the show. So let's do this right now. Get out of that. So Lulu is just gapped up, and that's really is helping the market up 55 at 400. So let's go back to what we were looking at, which is SRE. So this sounded like it was just a perfect setup, Sempra Energy, electrification, decarb network, etc. And it was, and it did fantastic. It went to an all-time high of 95.77. Only issue I had is I can't count it any other way because that has to be a peak C. And once in a while, we've seen that there have been peak C failures. It's very rare to go to an all-time high in a daily, weekly, or monthly chart and fail at a peak C. So this hasn't failed yet, but it's certainly pulled back very sharply from 95.77 to 89.77. 8-point pullback, 9% or so. So there should be some form of support. Now, all you said is to have a look at it. I believe you didn't tell me to do anything. Please looking to add. Good. That's what I wanted to see. So I would just wait a little bit. You have to wait for next week. I would wait rather than just grab it on the way down because it's like catching a falling knife. I'd rather wait a little bit, let it get some, say, well, you won't get the best price in this case because you're adding to it, but you're adding to it for safety, with safety. You don't want to add it with saying, well, I could be stopped out, then I'll lose some. That's not the point. You want a greater chance that it's starting to go back to making higher highs and higher lows. So I'm going to say, hold off just a tad. 9-period moving is really close to turning pink. So that'll give you a sell signal. It goes a little low, and that'll probably go to a sell mode. But I'd be looking at this whole area of 88. So somewhere in there, I wouldn't like it to close at 87 because it would say, regardless of that, let us see. This is going to take a little while longer to digest these gains. So that's the way I'm looking at it right now. And even more important, what I'd like to say to you is, within the context of the monthly chart, this is a very strong chart. So yes, this is an add to position. So why don't you wait just a little longer? You could even split it into two. You could say, look, down 10% from the high in a good stock, not a bad idea to at least initiate a position, a new position. You could split that maybe into two. But let's look at it again. Give me a yell next week. If it hits the 88s, let's assess whether or not this is going to be the bounce area. I'd like to see that it holds because if it goes to 87, I'm going to say just hold it for a little longer. Good. So with that said, I haven't even looked at yes, Duncan, Steve. The site is down. Something happened. The line was cut accidentally from the source, and So, but you can hear it. You can hear TFNN right now. Okay. So within this context, what we are looking at is, I wanted to go to. I've written down. Yeah, I wanted to talk about this the other day, and I forgot about it. So I believe in Miami right now, there's a huge art exhibition going on. So this is really important. So Miami and the transition from hubs, from one favorite area to another, happens in the whole cycle of the socio-economic, geopolitical, everything that goes together that makes the entity of a town or a city because it's important that there's some focus and that focus gets emphasized. So I think it's really important. It just fits my whole matching the 1920s or even the late 1800s, the golden era, that we're in. You might not think it, but we're in a golden era. If you go to any of the art places, if you're looking at art, in all the years that I studied art when I left high school, I did art and I did music, got degrees in those, so something I've followed for years. I don't think I've ever seen lay art. In other words, you go to your local fair, the standard of the art that is so it's so sophisticated, it's superb. And I'm not even talking about the professionals, I'm talking about amateurs. And that's really important. That's number one. Number two is within the context of Miami, if I'm correct, and I heard that Waymo has the taxis, so this is all part of creating a hub that is, in a certain way, a leading force. And I think I'm looking at that. I haven't been to Miami for decades, and I think this is it's great for Miami. I think it's really good. And as I say, you slowly, major hubs lose their appeal for a while, and then they come back. And in that interim period, others pick it up. So when I heard that, I thought, that sounds really great. Okay, and that's really important, I think, for the U.S. Okay, let's get back to nitty-gritties. So PLTR question came in. Yeah, PLTR, it doesn't know anything about ceilings. Palantir Technologies develops data fusion platforms. It actually looks more like a Bitcoin than anything else. It's doing fantastically. It's broken out. It's almost done the one-to-one to the upside from the 527 low that was made back in late December of 2022. So let me give you the exact date. I should have put that in. It was December of 2022 from the 45 round number high in January of 2021. Look at that. It's a beautiful up move leg. I've got it as a leg F in the weekly, leg E in the monthly, and a leg E in the daily. And that's the reason why I say to subscribers, just on price alone, we want to take something off. And we did that the other day. Yesterday, we took, we've got iBit. This is the iShares Bitcoin Trust, but it's only the handle part of this huge cup and handle that Bitcoin has made. And it ran, and they hit a high of 59.16. The exact price that we got out of just a little bit, because you don't want to get out of core positions when you get in very nicely. We're in, look right here, we're in here in the 30s, just under 40. Nice, that's great.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn. and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the fund involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Hi folks, we're back, and I just want to show this is in the den. I hope I'm using permission from Hello in the Den, but he's not got permission yet, but I'm going to just take it just to show what it is there. Look, well, first of all, this is in the den. Look at that. You can see my charts, etc. This is a piece of art that was duct tape banana on a wall art, is auctioned off for $6.2 million. And there's the banana, and there's the tape. And as I thought I heard someone say that the person who bought it for $6.2 million then undid it, peeled the banana, and ate the banana. It's only a $6.2 million banana. It's just really not a problem. You know, we do this every day. Probably shops at Stop and Shop or something like that. All right. So within that context, what we are looking at is this is the period that I talked about. I've been speaking about this for a long time, and I do not see this as this particular phase right now as capturing. If I can actually get back to what I had, if I disappeared. All right, it's right there. Okay, let me move it back over again to my wrong chart. Do it again. So this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the. Where did it go? There it is. Now, what do I grab there? Okay, get it out the way. Excessivity. You're starting to see it. It's just, you know, you can make a fuss about this, but this is nothing. I mean, I'm anticipating a top in the market when it finally comes, the top that everybody keeps talking about. When it comes, it's going to be involving people who've given up their work, and with so many people working from home, you won't know that they've been trading and that they've lost everything until you just read about in the paper that the banks are wondering what happened, how so many people with mortgages, etc., the mortgage just blew up. So all I can say is that that's what I would anticipate from a major market top, one that impacts countries around the world, and that you will have people playing the stock market here, but then other areas will introduce their own stock market. You'll get 24-hour trading, etc. It'll just be like the Wild West on the internet with people, and it's not even close. So that's what I'm looking at. So other things, you can't get a sell-off in the market until you get really bad news that is perpetuated by the news media day in and day out for weeks, so that finally you get everybody saying, oh my God, whatever it is. Oh, everybody's saying the magic word, whatever the magic word is. We're not there. So I see pullbacks to 8%, 12% of the market, no problem. I just don't see the big one. at this particular point. All right, got that out the way, a little waste of time because today's a good day. Okay, anything I brought up this morning? Yes, okay. I'm just reading some of the questions come in. Of course, they're on the Tiger TV questions that I've got in the den. Yeah, here's another question that, so you got Lulu. Lulu is trading really well. I mean, it came out with fabulous news, and it's spiking up to not an all-time high. Whoops, no, that's Big Bear. Oh, let me just do this because that was a question in the den. BigBear.ai Holdings Inc. The symbol is BBAI, up another 24% today, up 70 cents at $3.56, $3.56. This is fantastic. Look at that. There's a leg. I said I wasn't quite sure what the leg would be, and it's leg F/B. And what did I say? If it's able to get to, I can't even remember the number I used yesterday because it was down here. I think I said if it can get to 353, I'm not sure. But the next big move up would be the 200-period moving average in the weekly chart of 337. This is 387. So this is fantastic. This is really great for this particular. And congratulations, Dan. You've been eyeing this for ages. It's been on my list. I had others that have been doing well. Nothing like this. This is spectacular. Yeah, organic banana. Yes, Mr. Bull. And thank you for your time sequences that you post in the den. All right, so that's that. I wanted to get that out the way. Now we can go to Lulu. Look at that, big spike up. Not an all-time high. All-time high was up in the 500s. It plummeted, got cut in half. It went down to the 240s, and now it's at 401 with a big move up today, 16%, up 57 at 401.24. Really important. So that's the rotation. Now I've gone back into some of the apparels. I mean, others, I wonder what Target's doing today. Target is up 254 at 131. And I said yesterday to subscribers, I want to look and see how a Target does and some others. Square's another one I want to look at. Square's pulling back just a little bit. It's up $1.63, but below yesterday's recovery high of 99.66. Yeah, there are a number of stocks that I'd like to get in on sharp pullbacks because these are good companies that really got blasted and made big mistakes coming out earlier in 2020 into the 2021 highs. And then, boom, they went from, and this is one that went from the 280s, I think it was, down to, down to 38.85. I would call that a little bit of a pullback. All right. So within that's Block Inc., formerly Square, financial services, digital payment. I wanted to do that. I wanted to show you something else. Look, here's the IYT. This is the iShares Transportation Average ETF. Went to a high, all-time high in the 75s, pullback. This is the reason why I say we've got to be thinking of taking some money off because not everything's working. And I like to have the sequence of the transportation, like Dow theory, but it's a little convoluted these days. But going to highs with the Dow, and it kind of did that. And now it's pulling back from the 75 to the 72s. Not a big deal. Peak E in the weekly chart, leg E in the monthly with really good technicals. So that's very important. Let's go to Jets, JETS. Jets is trading at $25.93, up 19 cents. A good recovery high. Hasn't made an all-time high, but this is good. Leg B in the weekly chart, monthly chart, leg C in the weekly chart, and a brand new leg. I'm going to call it a leg B in the daily chart. So I need to see things. This is the U.S. Global Jets ETF. So now I wanted to do something else. I wrote these things down. Did that. Had a question about FBTC. I knew Fidelity was going to get into this at some point. And I think when Fidelity Investments gets into something, they've done their homework. They take a long time to really move. And when they do move, it's with some thoroughness. So they've got into Fidelity Wise Origin. I don't know why they called it Wise Origin. Anyway, Wise Origin Bitcoin Fund starts off back in, was that March? Let me just check. Yeah, January at 33.77. And here it is at 90 something, 87 after hitting 90 yesterday. But here's the Bitcoin chart. Look, you see this chart here? So this is beautiful cup, handle, and a breakout to the upside. The IBIT, which my subscribers have got, is the handle. They've only got the handle, the best part of the handle. But that was the breakout. So this is very important. I'll be back. Dow's up 33. S&P just pulled back a little bit. It's up 18. See you in a few minutes.
The consistency you're looking for is closer than you think. 1 or 2 adjustments are usually all you need to change your equity curve from red to green and keep it there. Come join Larry Pesavento live to learn what separates the winners from the losers. Join Larry Pesavento on the 2nd and 4th Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time, where Larry will show you the market setting up and, most important of all, the state of mind of a winning trader. By watching Larry trade, you'll learn the Fibonacci levels, you'll learn how to apply A to B to C to D trading patterns, you'll learn trade management, pattern recognition, and much more. Join Larry October 11th and 25th for more live trading action. Your purchase goes towards 2 sessions, so make sure to sign up now so you don't miss a chance to sit next to Larry as he trades the market live. For all information and reserve your spot today, go to the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Well, folks, this is appropriate just to wrap up the show, and I will, I'm going to try to get, if everything comes back on, I'll try to do my video, my weekend video, hour-long video, for subscribers, overview video this afternoon or tonight, or maybe I'll have to do it tomorrow. And a question came in. Good morning, Basil. What does your analysis see for VTI? I'm in it from 293. Thank you. So, yeah, I have Vanguard Total World Stock ETF. This is the same category, just a fractionally different chart. I've got this in leg C in the daily chart, an all-time high. This is the World Stock ETF. Leg D in the weekly chart, World Stock ETF. All the technicals are fantastic. Look at the monthly chart, leg D. So I can't get too bearish. That's all I can say is this looks very good. So I'll do a little bit more of this on Monday. I want to see the two charts are the same. VTI, I think, let me just see VTI. VTI is, I typed in the wrong place. Yeah, but so far everything looks very good. And yeah, just stay in it for now, and we'll go over it over the weekend. I'll see what if there's a difference. So where do I stand at this particular point? Unless there's bad news that is just regurgitated in the news over and over and over daily, and the Dow drops sharply, 180, then 250, then 280, and then the S&P drops down about 52 points, and it just continues, and the VIX index goes from where it is right now at 13 to the 17 and then 20 area. I think that there's still buying, and that's the most important thing right now. So all I can say is that I'm kind of favorably inclined. We've taken money management, said we had to take some things off yesterday. It was very appropriate. I'm going to be putting something back. And at this point, I'm not yet looking at the shorts. So far, so good. And some of them have had really good gains. I'll see you tomorrow. Stay tuned for Steve Rhodes. Check out my Opening Call Daily newsletter. Have a wonderful weekend. And I will see you on Monday.